Okay, I'm here with Johnsun after FlyQuest's win over CLG. How are you doing today, Johnson? How do you feel about that game?
I'm doing good. I'm pretty relieved that we won against CLG since we just lost to 100 Thieves, and I'll say this week is pretty like difficult in general. With who we're
Yeah,
playing
and
against.
CLG is one of those teams where like they've actually been giving teams a bit of a run for their money lately, right? Like they've played some
Yeah.
close games, they've gotten some leads. Is this one that you came into and saw as kind of like this could be a hard week, like it's contributing to a hard week?
Um. Well, since we're obviously like 1-3 right now, like we were respecting CLG, obviously, but we had high hopes to maybe win against them regardless of like draft or playing because they've been performing really well. Well, not like they're performing really well, but I think their ball lane in particular has been playing really well in their games. So
Mhm.
it wouldn't be like a free win.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think if anybody's looking at CLG as a free win right now, they haven't really been paying attention. But
Yeah,
uh, you played with Diamond playing Seraphine this game. And that's a champion that's sometimes been getting played in a few different roles, including as the bot laner in that pairing. How do you prep for a champion like that? That it could be, in theory, it could be you playing it, it could be Diamond playing it. How does that factor into the way you work around that champion?
when it comes to playing Seraphine and like preparing against it, usually like try to have a chance where like it's pretty annoying to play Seraphine into. Like this game in particular, they play like Talia Alistar, which is like pretty hard face checking. When
Mm-hmm.
we obviously this game we saw Cho'Gath was not with us, so it's pretty hard to retake vision when we int. Um, but like they kind of left their ball lane on an island, so in this game, Seraphine was like fine support because usually if you're playing double range, it's easy to gank the AD or support, and it's like boom, or like
Yeah,
yeah, like I guess it's just saying like how other metas where like if you're playing like range matches ball lane, whoever just ganks the enemy ball lane, like the lane is over, right?
yeah, yeah, for sure. It depends a little bit on who your jungler is and all that kind of stuff, and which laners you're up against. But I'm sure you play that lane matchup a little bit differently up, against certain LCS bot lanes and other ones. Which are the bot lanes in the LCS right now that you kind of respect or maybe even fear the most?
Right now, when it comes to ball lanes, I'm pretty sure Sven Vulcan's the best when it comes to like being solid on like any matchup or like having kill threat on certain champs. And like it's really rare to see when they int like make a 2v2 error. I'm pretty sure it's like usually never. It's always mid game, but not in lane. And I think every other ball lane is like good, but like they're in like their own tier right now. I feel like.
Sure, yeah, and I'm sure you guys are working to kind of close the gap there and doing the best you can on it. Uh,
Yeah.
Last year was a big year of kind of growth for you and a big year of development. And you were laning last year with aphromoo, who has this reputation of kind of developing so many young bot laners, and of course here he is again this year working with another kind of relatively inexperienced bot laner. What are some of the main things or biggest things that you learned from playing with him?
Um After playing with Afro, the things I learned were like laning mistakes I was doing or like not really using my brain. Um I was I would say I have like a good idea of macro. So like whenever we talked, we have like a better understanding of what we should do in these scenarios and like are able to talk it out, which like just helps me refine like how we should play the game in the mid game. And like playing with him gives me like confidence and trust because like obviously last year was pretty rough, but like since we're like a good support for one another, it was like it helped us play better in summer split compared to like spring. I'd say,
Mm,
even though we were losing a lot, regardless.
sure, great. Uh, I'd say for yourself, with the kind of the growth you showed last year and just kind of the reputation you had coming into the LCS, and then also FlyQuest as a team this year with a lot of kind of newer players, players coming out of academy, things like that.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people have described your team as one with a lot of potential and one that's coming in with the chance to grow into something really great by second half of summer split, whatever that is going to be. How
yeah.
does it feel to be viewed that way? Like, does it carry any pressure to have that kind of high potential label put on you?
Um, when people like talk about our team and how we're like, I guess like two new academy players are getting promoted to the LCS, and like, we got a player from a different country. I don't think there's much pressure because like I guess the pressure only applies if you're not really improving week to week. Then I'll say like, okay, there's something wrong about this roster, like about the way we're playing. But right now, I think we're like still making mistakes, but we're like gradually increasing and improving the way we play the game, and I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's always one of those things that you could have a different amount of pressure or a different style of pressure, I guess, on
Yeah,
you know being trying to carry the torch for NA talent kind of thing versus being up there already and people expect you to win every game. Whereas right now people probably don't really expect you to come out and win every game off the bat and hoping you get there later.
yeah,
But I think it's something that a lot of us are hoping for, to see you guys succeed and to do well and to be one of those. There are a few teams trying to be that kind of NA talent team, and you guys are one of them. So best
yeah.
of luck with that. Congratulations again on the win today, and good luck with the rest of the weekend.
Thank you.